Okay, so what you have going on today is parallel teaching. I've got my group of students, Mrs. Armstrong has her group of students back there. Somebody tried to wave and it's only on me, Lydia. But you're going to hear a lot of different talking going on. I'm going to try to talk just loud enough for the video, but if nothing else, make sure you look at the board, and if you have questions, come in and see me. So, we are in Unit 1. Come on, come on, come on. We're still doing geometry. We're doing triangles part 2. Okay? So, as we did in our warm-up, we already talked about the types of triangles based off of what? What did we use to classify those triangles on Friday and on our warm-up? How did we classify them? What? By their angles. So we've got 4 different types of triangles right now. We have an acute triangle, where all 3 angles have to be acute, which means less than 90. We've got obtuse, which means 1 angle is greater than 90, 2 angles are less than 90. We've got a right triangle, 1 angle is 90 degrees, the other 2 are acute, and then we've got the 4th one, which was equiangular, where all 3 angles had to be acute, but they also had to be congruent. Okay? So, now we're going to start with types of triangles by sides. Oh, bless you. I hope you didn't sneeze on my desk. Germs. Okay, so we're going to now name the triangles by their sides. On Friday, we talked about what the sides of the triangle were. What were the sides of the triangle? Go back in your notes if you have to. Tell me what the sides of a triangle had to be. It was in that first definition. What are the sides of a triangle? So go to your notes on Friday. What were the sides of a triangle? Come on, come on, come on. Yes, Taylor. There are 3 segments. So the sides are segments. Okay? The first name of a triangle by the side, the segment. Today we're talking about the length of the segment. Length being in inches, centimeters, meters, feet, miles. Okay? Because where I grew up downtown Pittsburgh, the whole city is made as a triangle, which is really, really strange. The streets are all confusing, but the city is a triangle, and they measure it in miles. Okay? So, the first type of triangle by their side is a scalene triangle.
And how the sides make them different types of triangles.
Scalene triangle. I like that word. Scalene. It's not my favorite. The favorite word in all of geometry is next. Oh, I love it. But a scalene triangle. All 3 side lengths must be different. All of them must be different.
Add that here. Triangles.
Now, here's where it gets a little confusing. Not a lot, a little confusing. Okay? So first, here's an example. I show you this triangle, and I put 3 inches,
As I mentioned, there are going to be
4 inches,
types of triangles that we're going to go over today.
5 inches.
We're going to use their sides.
And I asked you to name this triangle. You could name this triangle very specifically. First off, is it scalene and why? Owen? Why?
It's a scale.
All the sides are different, so it's scalene. Could I be a little bit more
Say it
specific?
again so we can pronounce
Oh, go ahead. Oh, because of the right angle, we can call this
How many of you
a
have
right
heard of Scalene Triangle? Okay, so some of us have heard of a
scalene
Scalene Triangle. When we talk about a Scalene
triangle. That is as specific as I can make that.
So,
Okay, so I'm going to draw it underneath here because I want to save some of the board space because it's not as big of a board. Okay, so you're still going to put it right underneath this. I'm going to show you another way that you're going to see how to measure the triangle.
the same.
I'm going to use what's called tick marks.
Okay, we also
These tick marks
used a word.
are to show congruency. If I have the same number of tick marks, those sides will be the same.
Sides
How many tick marks are on this side?
are,
Show me with your fingers. 1. How many over here? How many here? At no point did 1 match up with 2, did 2 match up with 3, did 3 match up with 1, right? They're all different. So, the only way that we could name this triangle is how? How could we name this triangle?
if we measure.
If the sides are all different, what could we name it? Come on, I need somebody other than Owen. If all the sides are different, go ahead, Carly.
If we just
Yeah.
look at this with our eyeballs,
This is
we
a
might look at it and go,
scalene
looks like 2 of those sides are the same.
triangle.
And there was a kiddo
Okay.
in another class.
Everybody with
the
me
other
still?
day that said, how do we know? We looked at it.
So these congruent tick marks are going to come in handy, especially in our next couple triangles.
That we,
Okay, because we're going to learn 4 triangles again today.
so this might be.
So that's a scalene triangle. Okay?
This might
Just
be
by looking at it,
7 inches.
do we think this is a scalene obtuse, scalene acute? Which one?
Are any of those measurements the
Which one?
same?
Yeah.
No, they're all
The angles look acute,
right?
so I would call that an acute scalene triangle by the look. So if I asked you to guess based off of the look, you'd say, hey, it's an acute scalene. Everybody with me still? Everybody. Okay.
It can also look like this.
What? Why is that funny?
I'm gonna draw the
Everybody.
same exact
It's not
triangle.
funny. You're going to watch these. Don't lose them. If you lose them,
And then we,
I won't be really upset. I mean, but I like those colors.
equal angular. We're gonna use these.
Hi, Izzy. Okay. Here we go, number 2.
That let us know whether the sides are the same.
You're almost on video. You're going to be able to see if you steal my markers.
One side's gonna have.
Why is that funny? That worries me now.
One row side-
Like, it worries me that you're like, watch me steal your markers. Okay, here we go. Number 2. My favorite word in all of geometry. It is isosceles. It is spelled, oh man.
That tells us that none of those sides are the same. Okay?
You will hear me call it Isosceles.
In your own words, I'm gonna.
Because I can't spell it, so I have to physically sound it Isosceles. And that's how I spell it. I'm a good math teacher. Not so good with spelling. Not so good with writing. But I'm really, I'm not even that smart. Like, I'm just, I don't know. Maybe I'm just pretty. Like, that must be what it is. Okay? So, 1, 2, okay, my markers are still there. So, Isosceles triangle. Anybody have a guess? How could I say Isosceles triangle? Now, this is important. At least. At least means that's the bare minimum. It can be more. Okay? At least 2 sides are congruent in an isosceles triangle. 2 of the 3 sides must be congruent. Could 3 sides be congruent and it still be called isosceles? Yeah, because as long as 2 sides are, that's fine. We're going to learn a more specific name if all 3 sides are. But right now, at least 2 sides must be congruent for it to be isosceles. I hope we can still see this. So here's our example. Let's say I'm going to do this.
Yeah, it has three sides, none of them are the same. What's another word you could say that are all different,
Is
right?
this
Okay, all right,
what?
here we go.
What kind of triangle is this? I need somebody other than Owen and Carly. They have been rocking this out. I need somebody other than Owen and Carly. You're all very smart. So I need somebody else. Lydia, what do you think, honey? What type of triangle is that?
Obtuse.
Okay, it's absolutely obtuse. Why is it obtuse?
Because
One of the what?
one of the angles is better than
We're gonna say that together.
Ah, so this angle is 100. These two angles are congruent. Okay? Which means, oh wait, what is he?
an isosceles.
Oh, it's an obtuse isosceles. Why is it isosceles?
Because it has two sides that are
Which sides? This one?
Okay.
And this one?
The difference
These two?
between an isosceles triangle and a scalene triangle.
These two?
Literally is just one side.
Are these two congruent?
So an
These two.
isosceles triangle
Why?
has
because they're the same.
sides
The only ones that are the same
That have, what do we call these little things? What did I call them?
stitches.
Close, I like stitches. Tick marks.
the
Okay? The
same.
tick marks are the same. 1 and 1, 2. That is an isosceles
So
triangle. It is an obtuse isosceles triangle.
that
There's 2 of our triangles.
kind
So let's go back though, because we've got a lot of different triangles. We've got acute,
okay,
we've got right, we've got obtuse, we've got equiangular,
means the same.
we've got scalene, we've got isosceles. Everybody still with me? Okay. Number
So
3.
an example would look like this.
So now we have. Wait a minute. I'm forgetful sometimes. Oof. I'm forgetful sometimes. I know that we talked about this portion of the word on Friday, equa. What did equa mean? Lydia?
Equal.
Equal, the same. Equal, lateral. So it's going to be the same
All right, we're
something.
gonna go back to those marks. When we look,
What do we think equilateral triangles are going to be?
if I put
What do you think is going to be the same in an equilateral triangle?
one tick mark, one tick mark.
What do we think? What do we think? What do we think?
are the same.
Taylor?
That means it's the same measurement. And then
Close. Not going to be a quarter. What do we think is going to be the same in an equilateral triangle? What are we talking about? Types of triangles by its. So what's going to be the same?
it tells you it's the same measurement.
Oh, the sides are going to be the same. So this had to have at least 2 sides that were congruent. Equilateral. All 3 sides must be. What's a better word than same for geometry? Go ahead, Maddie. Congruent.
Go ahead. How do we know
So all 3 sides must be
difference between a scalene
congruent.
triangle and an isosceles triangle?
All 3 sides must be congruent. So we're going to see this a lot of different ways.
Difference between
Okay.
a scalene triangle and an isosceles triangle.
You can see it like this. 5 inches. 5 inches. 5 inches. Is that? Oop. Oh man, you're knocking the markers over. It's better than stealing them. Oh, my back. I'm getting old, guys. My back hurts. I'm not even getting old. I am old. Oh. So, all of the sides are the same. Here's my question. I want you to think about this. Don't just shout out. Is this also isosceles? Lydia, what do you think?
Same in our next
Why?
triangle. What do you
Because
think? Make a prediction.
2 of the sides are
Our
Yeah,
next,
these 2 sides are the same.
which is
But a better name is equilateral because all 3 are congruent. Everybody with me? So that's one way to see an equilateral triangle. Everybody with me? Okay. What about one more?
is an equilateral. Oops, not an
That's another way to show an equilateral triangle. The tick marks all have to be the same. Ladies in the back, can you see that? If not, you need to stand up, you need to move a little bit.
Equal, like we talked about, equilateral triangle.
Oh man,
All.
this is why I don't keep my phone on me. I don't know if you guys can see this on the video or not, but my wife keeps text messaging me. I hope that's not on the video. I don't know what she's saying.
Same.
I hope she's not like, "Hi sugar, how are you?" I don't think she's ever called me sugar a day in my life.
So, an example.
Okay, so we're there. We good? Okay. Last but not least,
To make it look
this is
But if I put measurements,
moving
3 inches,
a little bit further than we need to, but I want you to understand this.
3 inches, all sides measure the same
I'm
length.
gonna make a note.
How can we identify that with the tick marks? Somebody tell me how I should label this
So,
with the tick
Right, like
marks so
what?
that we know
green?
this is equilateral.
Oh.
What should it look like?
I don't know if it's gonna show up.
What should it look like?
I'm sorry. So,
You want tick marks on
If-
each side.
a
That
triangle
tells us all three
is,
sides
I don't
are-
like it, I hate it actually. Oh my gosh, I hate it.
All three sides are the same. What's the math word
I just
we
made that.
use when we're saying the
If
same?
a triangle is equilateral,
I forgot that.
then
All sides.
it is also
Triangle.
equiangular and vice versa.
Alright, so here we go.
So copy that down and I'll explain what it means. Did I make it? 'Cause that'd be pretty awesome.
We're gonna go back to I now, okay? This is what we thought we know about triangles.
Fine, I did.
We went over some new stuff today. What are some things that we now know? What can we add to our chart?
If a triangle is equilateral, then it is also equiangular and vice versa. So what that means is if it is equiangular, it's also equilateral. Okay? So
What are some of the
if I
things that
show
we
you
now know about triangles? What are some things that we
a
learned
triangle
today?
that looks like this,
Okay, what are some things that we learned today? Go ahead and tell your talking partner, what are some
okay?
things that you learned?
Once I have
about
this,
triangles?
I know that it's equilateral. The sides are all congruent. What then else do I know about this triangle?
They have different angles. Okay, what's
All
one?
the angles are also, I'm glad you said 60 degrees.
Scalene.
If the sides are the
Something
same,
you learned today about triangles.
the angles are congruent, but what does that mean about the angles? They're 60 degrees. Jess,
Okay, isosceles triangles have 2 sides that
Okay.
are the same. Those are great.
let's do another one.
answers. All right, so you should have talked to your partner, your talking partner. Now we're gonna share this together. We're gonna take at least 1, 2, 3, 4. at
What
least
else do we know?
4. We have to have at
So
least
this
4
is what
of
happened
them.
with my triangle.
Okay?
What else do I know about this triangle? Let's get somebody else to know. What else do we know? So we've got this arc, this arc, this arc.
What about a scale?
It's 7 inches here. Carly? The other sides have to be 7 inches as well. If the angles are the same, then the sides are the
You
same.
like that color?
Okay? So,
Um,
oh man, I don't have enough room. I'm just gonna erase.
Triangle has all.
Now, let's come back over here. This is the last thing for our day.
Okay? What's one more, Emma? How the tick marks? What are the tick marks?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, thanks
A
for bringing that up.
regular triangle.
I'm having, you know what I just did?
Regular any figure.
These 2 markers didn't work and I picked them up together.
All
That was really cool.
sides
All right,
and all
the tick marks?
angles are, actually, I don't like that.
Show us
All sides
when the sides
are
are equal.
congruent and all angles
And it's the same.
are
Oh,
congruent.
nice.
So, again, if you see
Okay.
this
Alright,
triangle.
that's probably something most.
What's
many
the
of us
best
learned
name
Tuesday,
for it?
right? Now we know that when we set
Regular,
those
because if the
terms,
angles are congruent,
that they mean those sides are.
the sides are
they're the
congruent.
same. Two more.
So this is a regular triangle.
Go ahead. Say it. What is the meaning of congruent?
I can't put those down.
Congruent means.
Now, you are going to have a little bit of classwork that might turn into homework. Like, we're talking about 20, 25 problems. You've also got 30 minutes. I think you guys can get it done. Make sure you have this copied down.